Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm super excited to have all of you here. This is a channel where we share everything about business, entrepreneurship, and how you can build a very sustainable and a very and a great life. So on today's episode, I will be sharing something very exciting with you guys and something that has really impacted my life and has really impacted the life of, I think that is very needed and very useful for us. So today we're going to be diving deep into a topic that I believe absolutely is very crucial for everyone in their 20s or even those approaching 20s, right? So today's topic is on 5 things you must get started before you turn 30. And I know that this title might sound like a little intense, but a bit like ticking clock, right? But here's the truth. Your 20s are not just about having fun, experimenting, and finding your feet, right? While those things are very important, your 20s are a very foundational decades. They are the time of intensely laying the groundwork for your life that you truly want to live. And think of it like building the strongest possible launch pad that would power the rest of your life. And the habit that you really formed and the knowledge you gain and the relationship you're able to cultivate will drastically shape your 30s and your 40s beyond. So let's look into it and see how it is. So take your notes and do enjoy the session. So there are 5 things I consider everybody who is in their 20s must pay attention carefully to before they approach their 30s. So number one is building a strong personal relationship with God. Um, I'm not just talking about religion or where you go to church and all of those things, right? Having a very functional, real relationship with God is very important. I know it's not me. I'm not trying to say to feel good, right? But for you to be able to have a life that would help you propel you to be able to live and achieve meaningful success, you need to be able to have a personal relationship with God. It is very important. I cannot emphasize it enough. Having a personal, functional relationship with God cannot be emphasized. In a world where that is very constantly shifting and things are throwing challenges on people, the world is becoming and a lot of narrative, propagandas, and all of that going. You really need to have a very functional relationship with God, right? Because it is the source of true peace that surpasses all understanding and gives you wisdom for difficult decisions and a very incredible sense of purpose that transcends, the fleeting earthly achievements. When you know you are loved, you are supported, and you are guided by something that is greater than yourself, you can approach life with a different kind of confidence and resilience, right? So that relationship can bring clarity and bring meaning and unwavering hope during life inevitable storm. My dear brothers, as long as you're living on this earth, there will be storms. It's not just about if there will be storm, it's when the storm will come. The Bible says that they that know their God shall be strong and they shall do exploit. So your 20s is a time where you want to develop a very practical, functional, real relationship with God. Use your youth to serve God, know Him. And what are the some practical steps that can help you in building that personal relationship with God? Number one, you must come to the point where you accept your need for Jesus and know that without Him, you cannot have any relationship with the Father. The Bible says, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in Him should not perish but have everlasting life." It's God's will for Him to reconcile with you, to know you, to have a practical relationship with you. But you have to acknowledge that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. That there's no any other way to God except through Him. So you must recognize the need for salvation. And the Bible says that if you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Jesus is the Son of the living God, right? And that you shall be what saved, that no one will call upon the name of the Lord and shall not be saved. And so the next thing you want to do is daily study of God's word. You want to read your Bible all day. You want to study your words because, of course, you just have a relationship with someone. And how do you know God? Through His words. You know Him by understanding His words. His words are a compendium of his thoughts, his ideas, how God thinks, how God views situations, how God wants things to be handled, and how he wants to be related with. So his word is a way you can start knowing God. You can start by 2 chapters every day. The next thing you want to do is the ministry of a teaching priest. You want to be able to find someone who already can help you know God in your journey of knowing God. The Bible says you get to some pastors, you get to some prophets, you get to some apostles, right? For the edifying and building of the church. So God has called, has empowered certain leaders to be able to help people know him better. So you can look for a pastor that resonates well with you, a pastor that you like his personality, you like his style of how he helps understand the word and submit to his teaching and grow spiritually. The next thing you want to do is praying every day. Prayer is just you communicating with God. You want to be able to set moments in a day where you take the time to really pray and to help you. You want to really take the time to get to a point where you can ask God to help you for direction, for wisdom, for clarity. That is the essence of praying. And the next step you want to take is you want to be able to connect with like-minded believers. Values are easily sustained when you surround yourself with like-minded people who share the same values with you. You want to be able to get to a point where you spend time and you connect with people who have like-minded people, believe with you in the faith. So how you can do that is finding a Bible-believing church and start getting to a point where you know God. This is how you can begin to know God, and literally it can transform your life, and it can literally start positioning you to an enviable destiny and a point where you can have a great future. So the second thing you want to be able to start doing before you get to 30 is to know yourself and be clear about your purpose. This might sound like a cliche, but it's very astonishing how many people reach their 30s and even their 40s or even 50s still feeling fundamentally lost about who they are and what they are truly meant to be doing. So your 20s is the prime time for deep self-exploration. You see, especially knowing yourself. We live in a world where there's a confusion about gender. People don't know if they're a male, if they're a female. People don't know, things are getting out of place. Social media has defined the way people see themselves. People don't even know who they are. They don't know how to behave anymore. What guides them, people's opinion, and what shapes their life. Social media influencers are what shapes their life. You want to be able to know yourself. Who are you? Who are you, Leonard? Who are you, John? Who are you, Blessing? Who are you? And for you to be able to know who you are, you have to know who created you. Because you cannot know the purpose and you cannot know the intent of a thing without looking at the manufacturer of the thing. It was said by a reverend, a renowned mentor of mine, Dr. Miles Monroe. When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So you want to be able to know who you are by knowing who created you and seeing how he is, how powerful he is, how majestic it is for you to be able to know yourself. Do you know why this really matters? Living a life without a clear sense of self-purpose is like sailing a ship without direction. You are the mercy of every wind or anything that happens around you. You are constantly swayed by external expectation. You are always chasing trend. You're always seeking validation for others rather than building a life that genuinely fulfills you. When you know your core values, your strengths, your passions, and your unique contribution to the world, you can make intentional choices that leads to deep satisfaction and impact you rather than just superficial success. It allows you to say no to things that doesn't align with your yes and to opportunities that resonate. Knowing your purpose, why you are here, you have to be clear about it. Your 20s is the time when you are supposed to actively know why you are here. Everybody on earth is here for a purpose. It's really not about money. Though in trying to work with your purpose, there's a place that comes that in fulfilling your purpose, you get blessed with financially. But really the satisfaction, the fulfillment, knowing that you are living out the reason why you are born. You want to spend time to know yourself before your 30s. Clear about who you are. Secondly, you want to be clear about your purpose. so that you have a sense of purpose, so you don't get swayed through and through life trying to live based on the expectation of people and pursuing trend. So here are some actions that can help you start today to help you to discover yourself and to help you work in your purpose. You have to dedicate time each week for journaling. You have to ask yourself questions like, what activities make me lose track of time? I hear many people, oh, Leon, and I don't know what my purpose is. But really, sometimes a pointer to your purpose is activities that you can do literally, that you literally lose sense of time. For some people, it can be playing football. Some people, it can be cooking. Some people, it can be listening to music. Usually, people who have become great music producers, phenomenal music producers, they grew up, having some unusual passion for songs. They just hear songs. They're not even listening to but the beats, the details, and those things that people who are generally listening to music might not pay attention to. So you want to take time each week for journaling to ask yourself questions. Questions like, what activities makes you lose track of time? What problem in the world bothers you the most? Usually it can be problems or challenges you exist as a result of the country you grew up from, the background you grew up from, and all of that. So you have to ask yourself, what problem in the world bothers you the most? What do I genuinely care about, even if it's unpopular? Sometimes a pointer to your purpose can be something you genuinely care about, even though it's not really popular. I see many people, they just because artists and being an actor, being an actress, being a footballer and a superstar, because they're all out there. Some people literally tend to want to become those things, even though deep down they know I don't have passion for this. Oh, I know that I do not really connect with this. Oh, but I like the way it makes people know me, it gives me fame and all of that, right? But you have to genuinely care, know what you care about, even if it's unpopular, even though it's unpopular, might not necessarily be popular. It can be you like fashion, right? Styling, right? The way people dress, to style people to look good, to look nice. It's unpopular, but some people can genuinely care about that. It can be anything whatsoever for you. So what are my core values? Your core values can be you must live by values. A life without values is a life that anything happens, that anything can flow in unrestricted. You must have values that guide your life. What are the do and what are the don't of your life? Is you trying to impose rules and regulation to yourself? You're not under compulsion, but you say, no, I'm going to live by this. This will guide me. I will value integrity. I will not tell lies. I will not compromise on integrity. I will have great standards. Or it can be simple thing like, oh, I will live a life of integrity. And someone tell you, oh, can you speak to my boss and tell him I'm not feeling fine? But because you have a value you are living by, you say, no, I'm so sorry, I love you so much. But my values, I really can't do that because it does not suit well with my value. Service, live by values. Some great values like humility, acknowledging that you don't always know and that you can learn. And the people you are learning to, they are not better than you. It's that they are just more informed than you and that you can learn. So be humble to know what you don't know. And live by values. What are your core values? So if you do not have core values, I can create a video on how to develop core values, and that can help you to be able to live that life of integrity. Trust me, for you to be very successful and sustain, for you to be able to sustain success, it takes more than skills. It takes more than knowledge and excellence and all of this. It takes value. You must have value system that guides your life. So what are some unique skills and talents you have? People naturally by default, they know how to sing. People naturally by default, they have some inherent skills and abilities. So that can be a pointer of, of what can be your purpose. So that can help you well. You must know your purpose by all means, especially as your own. Volunteer, serve. Or you don't know your purpose, just start serving. Go into a financial market, go into music, go to where people who are already living out those purposes, work there. Sometimes many people discover their purpose in a point of service by serving other people, by volunteering, by interning. These are where you have pointers to what your purpose is. Your 20s is where you should be able to be clear. You have soiled your hand in different activities, and you've gotten to the point where you can say, "Oh, this is my purpose. Oh, this is my purpose. Oh, I like. I think I've been called into business. I think I've been called into ministry. I think I've been called into leadership. I want to go into politics." You discover those hidden passion through what? Service. Number three thing you must figure out and you must understand before you get your 30 is understanding of how the economy works. You must live in a world that is economically defined. Money is very important. Anybody that tells you money is not important, really, that is not true. That is the greatest lie you would have ever heard in your life. Money is not everything, but money is important. We live in a world that is governed, that is economically driven. For you to be able to access healthcare, you need money. For you to be able to take care of your child and send your child to take care of the people you love, you need money. For you to be able to have good health, you need money to eat healthy. You need money to engage in healthy activities. You need money to be able to go for nice treatments. You need money to have good house. You need money to be comfortable. You need money to sustain your peace of mind, like good environment and avoiding toxic people. So money is not everything, but lack of understanding about how you can get money can impact you negatively financially. So you want to be able to have financial literacy, especially in this part of the world. Many people are ignorant of on financial literacy. They do not know how the economy works. They do not know how money is being gotten. They do not know how money is being maintained. They don't know how money is being replenished, right? It's one thing to know how to get money, but can you make sure that that money replenish itself? What it means is it's getting multiplying itself over and over and over and over and over and over again. If I give you 100,000, do you know how to make that 100,000 to keep bringing that 100,000 to work for you and keep bringing back more money in return in exchange to you? So you must be able to know that. Financial stress is one of the biggest sources of anxiety in our world today. And you understanding how money works, how it is earned, how you can save it, how you can invest it, how you can multiply it, how you can grow it, you can gain a tremendous amount of freedom, security, and options. You see, you move from being a passenger in your financial life to becoming the pilot. It's not just about getting rich, it's about you having the resources to pursue your purpose and to care for the people you love most, and to be able to experience life and contribute to empowering people and to making a difference in your world. So, what are some steps you can take before 30s? I don't believe you should work your whole life. Anybody should work their whole life. So, before you're 30, even though you're not very wealthy, but at least you should understand some basic, have and detailed understanding of financial literacy, how money works, how money is gotten, how money is kept, how money is sustained. And these are some steps that can help you. Number one is starting from today, have a budget and track your spending. This is non-negotiable. You can manage what you can't manage what you can't measure. So you'll be surprised if you download your bank statement for the last 5 years and you see how much has passed through your account and how much you'll be surprised and say, why? What? This amount passed through my account. And literally, I do not have any investment. I do not have any asset. I'm still struggling. I'm still broke. Why? Because anything you do not track, you cannot measure. So budget helps you to be able to divert resources and channel your resources to the appropriate place. Many people, money leaks in their life. It goes through unnecessary expenses. It leaks through unnecessary spending on things they do not need. spending on pleasure, delayed gratification and all that. So budget helps you to be able to track your spending and to be able to channel your resources appropriately. Second thing is you want to build an emergency fund. So at least you should target from 3 to 6 months of your living expenses saved in an easily accessible separate account. This is like a financial safety net. What happens? Many people live a risky life, especially when you are young. Your expenses are minimal, or you can say, "Well, I'm earning 100,000." See, if you do not obey this principle from your little days of beginning, even if you earn 1,000, I can bet 1,000, 1 million naira or $100,000, you will not still be able to apply these principles. So as a rule of thumb, have an emergency fund. At least 3 to 6 months. If anything happens, have an amount in your account at least for the next 6 months while you are trying to get sorted, maybe stabilize back. Maybe something happened to your business while you're trying to stabilize back. You should at least live comfortably without going down or begging or all of that for 6 months. It's very needed. If something happens, you fall sick, you can't work for 6 months, God forbid, you should be able to have something to fall back to. Another thing is understanding the basic of investing. Many people do not know that the only way money multiplies is through investment. I'll start by learning what compound interest is. Differentiate between investment vehicles. Understand something like stocks, bonds, mutual fund, real estate. They are high risk, medium risk, and low risk investment. Start understanding what are some investment vehicles that exist. Looking at the high risk, what are high risk investment? Because many people are very financially ignorant. They do not know the way that money can only multiply is through investment. An investment makes it possible for you to be able to earn money without investing time. All you do is you give your money an assignment. Your money is the employer. It goes to work and bring back profit to your account. So you have to really understand investment and the power of compound interest over time. And some of this, maybe I'll create a separate video talking about the investment vehicles, especially for entrepreneurs, right? So another thing is then you have to learn how to use debt, how to manage debt. Many people think debt is a bad thing, but you have to understand the difference between good debts like mortgage, mortgage, using a debt to buy a property that you live in is not a wise thing, it's not an asset, right? So using debt to be able to finance business activities or deals that sustain the ability to bring double of that debt, right? To pay the debt and to bring interest to your pocket. That is what wealthy people do. Maybe a man wants to carry out a real estate development project and it's going to cost him $1 billion, right? So, and by the time he's done his math and everything, he should be able to at least make at least 1,500,000,000 from that transaction, 1.5 billion. So he doesn't have the money, but if he has opportunity to be able to access debt of 1 billion naira, all he just needs to do is to use that debt, develop the property, sell it, and pay the interest, give the debt, and still have profit. So he did not use his money to be able to make that interest on that money, right? So that is what good debt is: the ability to use debt to be able to make interest after paying back the debt. So you have to understand, read financial books is a way to start. Dedicate time every day trying to read content, watch videos and on financial education. They are, at least YouTube has made it very easy to be able to learn. They are very amazing personal finance coach all around the world you can learn from. Start small by investing, even though it's $50, $100 a month. Start small by investing. Calculate $100 a month times 12. That's $1,200. If you invest it and you are getting 20% return annually, times 5 years. So you see, so you have to start small. Look for investment vehicles like index fund and start investing now. The power of compound interest, like the S&P 500, you can invest there. The US 30, you can invest there. So you have to understand how this works. So the next thing you want to do is understanding and building valuable relationships. We live in a world of men, and humans are inherently social creatures. And the quality of your relationship profoundly impacts your well-being, your happiness, and even your success. It's said that something that your network is your net worth. So your 20s are a very important time for you to intentionally start building strategic relationship and also nurturing your already existing relationship. Some people know how to build relationship, but they do not know how to nurture this relationship. Relationship are like plants. When you plant them, they begin to grow. You have to take care of them. You have to nurture them, right? You have to attend their birthdays, check up on them, show them your care. You must learn to nurture relationship. And why this understanding and building valuable relationships with others? No one can achieve anything significant alone. Your relationship will provide you support, collaborations, even mentorship and emotional resilience and a sense of belonging. The people you surround yourself with, your inner circle, will either lift you up or drag you down. Learn how to build genuine connections with people, communicate with people effectively, and you have to also know how to maintain healthy boundaries. These are skills that will serve you even in other areas of your life, from your career to your personal life. These relationships are not just for professional gain, right? They are fabric of a rich and a fulfilling life. Build relationship. Know how to build relationship in your career, in your industry, your personal life, genuine friends. Because relationship can tear you down. Most of you, the reason why you have psychophants around you, you have mediocres around you, you have people who are emotionally tied to, but they are draining you down spiritually, financially, and emotionally. They do not add value to your life. Improve the quality of your relationship, build meaningful relationship. And one of the way people destroy relationship, they are parasitic in relationship. Oh, I only become relationship with rich people. They do not know that every rich person, these people growing up now that you're seeing that they do not have anything, these are people that tomorrow would also become the leaders and the rich people of that generation. So you have to identify your inner circle. Who are the three to five people who genuinely support you or even challenge you to positively and share the same value with? Prioritize spending quality time with them. Everybody in your life cannot be the same place. There are people you prioritize in your life. Spend quality time with those people. At least three to five people that are close to you, that support you, that you know they genuinely love you. But step you can actually take is practice active listening. Say when you're with someone, you need to truly listen and understand them, not just to respond, but put away your phone and give people your full attention. One of the way I know to be able to build relationship and connection with people is listening. People want to be listened to. People want to be understood. People want to be heard. Especially with this world, you're talking to someone, you're pressing your phone. You can't even remember. You can't even connect with the person emotionally to know beyond what the person is saying. How is the person feeling about this? And that has destroyed a lot of relationship because people don't listen. Be a giver, not just a taker. Look for ways to help people, support people, be valuable to others, give value, be a person of value without genuinely expecting anything in return. You can offer someone to introduce them to someone. You can give someone gifts on their birthday. You can help with advice. You can give money. You can connect people. You can volunteer. You can do something they cannot do for themselves. See, when you help people do what they cannot do for themselves, they really place value on you. Don't be that kind of friend that you're only taking but you never give. They don't get anything from you. You don't show any support. You only take from them. Another thing is, especially if you're in business, network intentionally. You have to attend industry events, join professional organizations, participate in group-related groups that are related that share the same hobbies with you. Approach networking as an opportunity for you to genuinely connect with people, learn about people, learn from each other, and not just to get something. Relationship is powerful, networking is powerful. Intentionally network with people, attend networking events, start conversations with people to know them, to learn from them, to learn how they think. The world is actually a very beautiful place when you genuinely have a free mind, not just what you want from someone, but you just want to connect with them on a basis of just to know them. Another thing is following up and staying in touch with people, right? You need to stay in touch with people. Oh, I'm not that kind of people. I don't used to have time. I'm not the chatting type. I'm not the calling type. Okay. Hope that the day you'll be in trouble, the people that will help you will tell you they're not the type that like picking people's call. So you have to genuinely follow up and stay in touch with people. And lastly, set boundaries, right? Understand that not all relationships are healthy. Learn to say no to draining interaction and protect your energy. Sometimes set boundaries. Sometimes some people are in your life, but they literally would, if you do not set boundaries on what the extent of this relationship, sometimes people can cross unnecessary bars and do things that does not sit right with you. The fact that you are trying to become friends with people does not make you compromise on your ability to tell them no. Oh, can you come with party to me? Oh no, I don't go to parties. Thank you so much. In as much as I love and respect you, but I'm so sorry, I don't go to parties. Set boundaries in your relationship. Lastly, invest in your personal brand. Invest in your personal brand. In today's world that is very interconnected, your personal brand is just more than ever, is more than important than ever. It's not just for celebrities or influencers, it's for everybody. Your personal brand is very essential to your reputation, people knowing your unique value propositions, right, and how they perceive you in the world, both offline and online. So your personal brand opens door for you. It helps you to be able to stand out in a crowded market and to be able to attract opportunities that are aligned to what you're trying to do, right? And people can build trust with you and you can build credibility as well. So you have to really invest in your personal brand, especially in the world of this internet. You need your personal brand. It's a really asset. Personal brand is a real asset. So, start building your personal brand. Start being known in your industry. Start creating out content. Start putting out your work. Then stand out as expert in something. So define, first of all, to help you do that, you have to, how steps that you can start taking to build your personal brand is define your brand identity. What do you want to be known for, right? You must be known for something. Do you want to be known as an artist? Do you want to be known as a baker, as a chef, as a lawyer, or whatever? So you have to clearly define your brand identity. Number two, you have to audit your online presence, right? Google yourself, what comes up, check all your social media profile, your LinkedIn, your Instagram. Is your public image consistent with the brand you want to build? Clean up everything that does not align. You see, your social media, especially people like me that do not like social media, I don't want to be out there and all of those things. But for the sake of my assignment and my purpose, right, I have to ensure that what is online out there is just what I want people to know about me. So building a personal brand, you just posting a picture, right? And just to be aligned to what you want people to be able to know about you. Create value-driven content. One of the way you build your personal brand is through content, right? Create content that are appropriate to your field. Create content that align with you. Maybe it can be YouTube, it can be social media. Create value, add value, right, to people that's there, and be consistent and be very authentic. People like people who are authentic, right? So you have to be yourself. Don't try to copy someone, try to be somewhere else you are not. So these are the things you should do before your 30s. Build a very strong and personal relationship with God. Know yourself and be clear about your purpose. Understand how economy work, right? Work with the laws of wealth creation and how so that you can be able to create wealth and to be able to sustain that wealth. And understand how to build value and sustain valuable relationship. And number 5 is invest in building a personal brand. It's very important that you invest in your personal brand. So these are the 5 things you should do before you get to your 30s. And it continues like that, but at least lay the foundation. So thank you so much for connecting with me, for watching this episode. I hope you got some value. So drop a comment on the comment section and let me know what stood out for you and what really impacted you the most. See you next week.